Alex Jones has a new brilliant theory for us about President Trump. This is one of my favorite ones yet. Check it out.
What Roger just did and what we do on Infowars all the time is tied together in a perpetual timeline that's all tied together. Because, you know, you could focus on one story.
They want to keep you in the moment confused. I mean, that's what Gruber said. It's all about confusing us, fog of war. But we've got the enemy battle map. We're not even looking at what they're projecting. We've got their battle map, and that's what they hate.
Exactly. This is so we could say, like, this is not about Mars. Excuse me. This is not about Iran. This is about Mars. Meaning, this is about attacking Elon, attacking the human evolution, attacking where we're going, playing this other game.
This is already an AI system that made the decision to have a post-human world, and Trump has jumped in with others and are saying, no, we're not doing it at the elite level.
Oh, you know, none of this happens in a vacuum. None of this happens in singular movements. This is all connected. We've already forgotten about Vegas. They roll Parkland out. So what happened to Vegas? That just is unsolved. No big deal. We know what happened to do with the Saudis. Now they're having firefights there in Saudi Arabia, and it's going to get us into war with Iran.
And they don't want us to question the next false flag. That's what they're really pissed about.
Okay, there are so many things I love there. The clip is just a minute long, and there's like 42 things that are worth talking about. So first of all, how do you know that they're the next false flag, you said? But wait, if you're just a sober, objective analyst, then how do you even know that the next attack is going to be a false flag? Wouldn't you need to see what happens and then look at the evidence and then come to your conclusion? It's almost like you're not sober and objective about these things. It's almost like you have your answer before the event even happens. And this is what he does, because every time he immediately calls whatever shooting there may be a false flag and a conspiracy, and then when there's a giant backlash, he says, I never said that. I never said that. In fact, we just covered this with the Sandy Hook one. He's being sued by some of the parents of the victims of the Sandy Hook massacre, and he says now, like, I never said, no, I never said it was a conspiracy. I never said it. And then we played a video of, like, and I only played like a third of that video, by the way, but it's like 8 examples of him saying it's exactly that. It's fake. It's, you know, a conspiracy. Sometimes he said nobody even died there and stuff like that. So this is Alex Jones 101. It's immediately call it a false flag and say it's a conspiracy. And then when there's pushback, say, I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. And now he's saying, before we even have the next shooting / attack, which, by the way, how sad is it that we know that there is going to be another shooting at some point, because that's how shitty our laws are. But before it even happens, he's like, the next false flag. Well, how do you know it's false flag? How do you know it's false? You don't know it's false flag. Of course you don't know it's false flag. You have your answer before the event happens, which is just so obvious that you're, you know, a massive liar and you're full of shit. So that's the first thing. But then the most important thing is he says Donald Trump is protecting us from rogue AI, artificial intelligence, that has already decided that there's going to be a post-human world. So for those of you who don't know about AI, one of the things that people talk about is they're afraid that artificial intelligence can get to the point where it's so much better than us and so much smarter than us that they basically recognize us as a problem and they try to eliminate us. Because any kind of programming that we would put in the AI to try to, you know, fix problems would ultimately come back with, well, humans are the source of the problem. So then it would be logical for this machine, which is superior to us, to get rid of us. That's the basic conundrum. It sounds, I know, like a sci-fi type thriller. In fact, I think that's literally sci-fi thrillers have that plot. But that's the fear, and that's what people talk about. Alex Jones is saying that AI already exists. And Donald Trump stepped up and said, no, we will not allow AI to destroy humanity just yet. I will fight on the side of the noble and good human beings. I'm pro the human race. And there are enemies of the human race like this rogue AI that I'm protecting you from. Jesus, how silly of a human being do you have to be to even entertain that idea? The fact that he came up with that thought, like that's something that occurred to him, like, I got it. Donald Trump is going to be the savior against the fucking rogue AI. The fact that that occurred to him is like, wow, dude, what is going on in that head of yours? That's so obviously made up. I mean, think, Donald Trump, I have significant doubts that Donald Trump can do the most basic shit on a computer. Like, tell him, hey, man, look, open it up and go to whatever, Microsoft Word. He'll be like, listen, I'm tremendous with computers. I'm one of the best people you've ever seen with computers in your entire life, but I have to just tell you, I'm not a fan of this particular computer. It's not a good computer. Sad. I have doubts he could do the most basic shit. So you're telling me the 70-something-year-old dude knows AI that well that he heard, oh, they're taking over, and he's like, no, I will stop this, and I will stand up for humans. God damn it, man. You're such a sycophant. And what happened, Alex? It's like it never... Remember when he turned on Trump over Syria? It's like that never happened now. It's like that never happened. Every show he's done since then is right back to sucking off Trump. What happened, buddy? I thought you were Mr. Anti-Establishment and you're, oh, I'm against Trump now because he bombed Syria. Now you're right back to being rah-rah Donald Trump all day, every day. And by the way, I always thought that was hilarious that it took that for him to turn on Trump. Like, dude, he was already bombing 8 countries. If you're an anti-war guy, then what the fuck? Why were you not angry at him immediately? Immediately. He increased in Afghanistan. He increased in Syria. He increased in Iraq. Got rid of the rules of engagement in Somalia. Got us even deeper in Somalia. We're going to have a story about that later today. So if you're anti-war, then what the fuck? Be anti-war, bitch. He acts like I'm against the plutocrats and I'm against the Illuminati. Well, then why the fuck were you cheerleading a tax bill that gave 83% of the benefits to the top 1%? The same elites that you rail against just got a big, wet, sloppy kiss from Donald Trump, and you're cheering it on and acting like it's a good thing. What a joke he is, man. This is the shit he does. He just goes on camera and has verbal diarrhea. You know, stop and go listen to Alex Jones' show, and you can listen to it for a week. At the end of it, tell me what he's for. You won't know. You listen to this show, you know what I'm for after every show. I tell you every single policy I'm for, and I push for it using what I think are strong arguments. Some of you may disagree, whatever. But him, you watch his show, you don't have no idea what the fuck he's for. He just calls everything a conspiracy and blows Trump. Welcome to Infowars.